Hello guys and welcome to today's qualifying session for the Mercedes-AMG Virtual Championship. I decided to do another session because we've slipped from 14th to 23rd, and well, I want to be precisely sure to make it in to the series, into the top split comfortably this time. So because my teammates also did some practice or did some laps in between, I'm now confident I have a little bit more data, a little bit more information ready for this upcoming session. So we're going to be running right now in the Mercedes. But before we run, though, I need to grab my coffee from the counter, so I'll be right back. All right. Here we are. Here we go. Qualifying. There is two more reasons, as in, maybe just one more reason why I'm doing this right now as well. Night session coming up. As you guys may remember about the Pimax VR glasses that I received, I'm yet to do another stream for this particular reason, because I want to outline the differences. I forgot it is the endurance pit road. This is so painful. Why to do this on endurance pit road? But okay. Anyway, I'm coming back to the topic. We want to do another session in this particular setting with the Pimax VR glasses in order to, well, explore the differences between VR and non-VR racing. We're going to do a little bit of racing against AI side by side, as I like to outline whether triples or VR are better. A, on a objective basis, and B, also on a subjective basis, of course. So yeah, you will see me back in this combination at some point, I'm afraid. Like it or not, it is what it is. But for the time being, we do have 2 minutes 18.9 on the board, and the plan is to hopefully improve that. So let's see how this goes. As we're coming out of pit road. I think tire warmers, yes, tire warmers is a thing. Which is great. So I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys have a great weekend so far. Welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for joining, everyone. Is the Mercedes-AMG Virtual Championship something you're looking forward to, or rather not? wasn't quite sure whether something was working correctly on the steering wheel, and eventually I think I need to do some adjustments to my LEDs here, because they are completely wrong. Well, let's get back into the groove first. Oh, that was this stuff about track limits and so on. Frank van Ginneken, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining. I think it goes till 19th still. Feel free to do it on Rennsport though. I think is it again on Rennsport this time around? I can't actually remember. Probably I should. I think next time I need to do this qualifying a little earlier. Like, it's getting dark now, and in the night I'm usually lacking a 10 for 2. Also, think, to be entirely honest, the lights coming down also means higher temperatures, a little bit of an issue. Is it really up on one more platform? Last time, what was it? ACC, iRacing, Gran Turismo, Rennsport. I think it's one less, or is it 6 now? ACC console might be an own platform. Oh, what are you doing in Germany? Out there for vacation or business trip? Wait. Mercedes almost went for a business trip to the workshop. So after another 2 weeks of hypercar racing, it feels like it will take me ages to even get back to a 2 minutes 18.9. Ah, the girlfriend is coming from the Ulm region. That's actually not too far away from here, like a 2.5 hour drive. Yeah, trust the ABS, you guess. To an extent. To an extent. I'm actually not trusting it too much, to be entirely honest with you. Actually, I'm also running a little too short, it seems. Good straight line exit. Actually the last lap according to fuel. Open 2 liters. Rotation where? Almost here with another moment. Where rotation on the throttle, literally. Yeah, Merc is in an extreme boat when it comes to rotation on the throttle. Yeah, I think the high-speed sketching is manageable to say the least. I think this is rather manageable, but yeah. Man, a 20-point flat. I remember, I think I started last time with such lap times as well, and... Ugh. Okay, so let me quickly go into SimHub. Car settings, per car overrides, where the Mercedes, here we are. We have a global override setting. 50, sorry, 7350, and then yes, on the devices, LEDs. This should be edit profile. No, it is profiles manager, and then it's a copy pasta. Where is it? We're cloning this one and call it LMU Mercedes-AMG LMGT3. We put this to the Mercedes on the current game and say okay, and then quickly edit the profile on the LEDs because the RPMs are a bit off. They need to be set like this. I'm almost done, guys. Two more. All right, here we go. Thank you, Frank. Have a good time with your girlfriend here in Germany. All right, we need to channel our inner self and find more than a second. And that puts it down to you guys. Thank you so much for joining, and if you appreciate what we're doing here, please have a follow and subscribe us on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Give us that fan boost that makes us go more quack in today's session. Galurazi, this is a GSI Hyper B1. I think I'm short on fuel again. I'm also not quite sure with the changing weather conditions, as in like, you know, daytime, sun's going down and stuff. I'm not sure if the track evolution is the same, or whether the missing track temperature is also missing higher performance for us. I have to admit, I have absolutely no experience with SimMagic, so... Galurazi, well, I already did a 218.9. But yeah. Let's see what is the final performance of today. We may even have to do a third session, who knows? I hope not. I should be able to be honest. Hey, Shiro. Boring, slow, unfamiliar. Let's see how boaty this is going to be, though. More gentle throttle application, but not gently enough, I think. Especially after overshooting the entry here a little bit. If my eyelids stop flickering, please. That's so great. No. Give me the track limits, it's fine. I do not know, for whatever reason, the fast lap never really is it. In these conditions. Alright then. On to the next one. Too early on the brakes. Man. Come on. And now we passed the first corner, apex straight away. Because apex is lava, as we know. I honestly can't even say what's different. Like, I'm having the same kind of confidence in the car. I would even say it rotates better this time compared to the last time we raced it. But I'm just not faster, man. But then, sadly, I'm also no GT3 expert. This was going to be slip and slidey. Probably. Once again, this is last lap of the stint. That's crazy. 3/10 alone in the last chicken. What? What is FFB gain in game? I think that's the exploration of the FFB signal that gets sent into the car, or like out of the car, to say. So FFB gain is like a reinforcement, I'd say. Okay, back to this one. adjusted. Where is the car? Three, and I thought that. All right, here we go. I think we're set again, and off we go. This time with a sufficient amount of fuel. Isn't that great? I think that's my thing. Right, in the meanwhile, a bit of competition has entered the server, which is great. So we get a direct exposure as into where are we heading to. So the positive note from the last run, and especially the last lap, is I do think optimally, hang on a minute, we were losing 3/10 in the middle sector, right? We came too hot into Lecombe, ran wide, 3.5 tenths off, and yet we improved by 3/10. So a 219.4 could be easily in the books. And if we then manage everything else together in a well way, we should eventually have a bit more performance left, right? And it's the convex is such a pain. In honesty. Anyway, Shiro, how are you doing? You're also intending to take part in this? Or you just looked in? So obviously we need to build up the speed, as you can imagine. And I wonder if these cars are just glitching there or whether they are actually collidable. I don't know, like in a private session, how do these cars appear outside there on the exit of Blanchimont? It looks fucking scary. Anyway, off we go again. Last time we came in too slow, this time we come in too hot. I thought this was going to be track limits, really. So anyway, half a tenth off. I think we could actually beat last lap run if we don't go too deep here and there, and then obviously drive an equally good remainder of the lap. Which we don't. All I can hope is that we can blame the tires for this currently. Yeah, the rattling of the vibration that comes from the curbs is nuts, isn't it? Look at me. Hitting turn 1. No, I need the rest of the lap. And I already throw it away. You know, Rouge. Up away. Such a pain. I'm not sure if the session is quick enough. Too early. I'm too early at this apex, so I need to carry it at more speed and brake a bit later, have the rotation then. T-Doc Scat Pack, thank you very much for cheering with 4 bits. Appreciate your support. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the cheer, mate. Cheers. Not as good as last time. Too much slip angle, just making sure we'll brake the car. Not brake as in... No, it's like attaching brakes. For whatever reason, I can't take the curb of Le Convex at this time. It worked so nicely when I put in eventually the 18.9, like generally in that session, but here it just doesn't want to click. Also the on throttle over understeer, so frustrating. Solely a setup issue though. Yeah, this is better. Still not good enough though. Yeah. That needed too much of a lift, and then I missed the curb, aka the apex. And then I have to admit, I should probably put this lap to the bin. Just try braking for the final turn, yep, like that. And just focus on the exit for the final lap on this set of tires. I don't know. Too deep, not deep enough. Track limits. You know what? I just want to keep going for staying in the rhythm. And try some stuff. Such as running wide here again. It's all about how you run into that ABS, I'm afraid. At this time it looks beautifully over this curb. Overdriving. That's no Gucci. And you know, it might as well be that the track condition do not offer the lap time anymore. Hayden kit, I don't know. I just don't think that they were good Peugeot drivers in that season. But then, of course, the Peugeot also got a little bit of a nerve lately. And honestly, I don't want to sweat this qualifying session anymore. But now I feel bad that I didn't continue last time when you know, there was one final lap that I did, and I came in like almost a 10th better, but in the final turn I sort of effed it up, and then only improved by 11 thousandths, or I did not improve because I off-tracked the lap, something like that. And right now I'm just missing that 10th. If I had that 10th, I'd still be sitting like 16th or so. And then I would have probably not cared about it again. Now we're sitting here, sweating again. And I hate sweating and grinding about that shit. But probably I shouldn't be hitting the brakes that aggressively to avoid the ABS. That way probably the car does a better job everywhere. Apart from here, you should probably take the ABS for the stabilizing reasons. It's such a thin layer, such a thin difference between over driving or over pushing on the brakes, running constantly in the ABS, and just braking not hard enough, A, for slowdown, and B, also for the ABS to just trigger enough. Fronts are ready. How is the rest of the car though? In terms of readiness. Rears should be ready now. That's a good Rouge. Missed the apex, therefore missing the momentum. Understeer. Too early then on the entry for Rivage. Not Rivage, no name corner. Here I'm having to wait too long for the car eventually to rotate again. Yet not perfect. Probably still a 10th or 2. Anyway, I'm gonna continue this lap. Tenth. That's all about trailing off the brake in the right moment. In the right amount, in the right moment, and yeah, the right everything. You know, the game. No. Not aggressive enough on the entry of Rouge. This was good. And you already know what's the sad story about this lap, right? It's invalidated. I think I can gain a 10th with a perfect entry into Pujon. Then another 10th with a perfect entry into the second part of Stavelo. And then we're probably Gucci. See, that's the type of exit I would want to have. Just a bit more whack. I literally cannot tell where is the difference between today and like a week ago, where we've just been 6/10 faster. I mean, I saw some of it, right, but like genuinely, I don't know where the difference is. much better than before. Hit the flash button, nice. Wanna flash myself for doing the mistakes, I guess. I'm not sure if I'm just also taking too much steering angle into most of the corners. Such as Rivage, such as No Name Corner. I don't know, something is not right in it. Yeah, track temperature is dropping. I'm pretty sure that this is the thing. Why the lap times are rather getting slower than faster. Because also GT3 tires need to be in a 85 to 90 degree area. And when trying to heat them up on the run, towards the run, then they have better tire temperatures after that outlap compared to right now. That said, I'm not saying it's impossible to improve. What I think we're lacking track temperature here. Fuck me, excuse the language. Perhaps only one solution to this. Take off the fuel. Heat up the rim. And then go weaving. Because as you saw, we had 90 degrees on the tires as we went into the fast flyer here. But now they're just hot air removed. Tires are well overheating. Not tires, sorry, brakes. 800 degrees is nothing you'd want to see in a GT, I think. Always feels like the tire is feeling absolute peak the moment you come out of the pits. And into the first lap already they kind of die. This is a better steering input, I think, into No Name and Ravage. I'll give this 2 or 3 more shots and then call it a day, actually. So I've now overheated the tires a little bit, at least on the front. I have to admit that one. But maybe that means they carry the heat through the stint. On tires. Yeah. Better carry through a Rouge. Now they need to carry me the rest of the laps. Well, well, well. Someone feel free to prove me wrong, but I feel like the track's not allowing the pace anymore. I just simply run off. Well, it is a multiple thing, so different hypercars have different driving styles. Some may suit you better, some may suit you worse, but there might be the occasion where the theoretically best car doesn't suit your driving that well, so it's for you not the best car. And speaking about best car, this is not the best track right now anymore, so note to myself, next session needs to be done midday. Right, guys, I say thank you so much for watching, quickly answering the question of Hayden. So, if the Peugeot would be the OP car, but you can't drive the Peugeot, you might be better off in a car that's not OP as per BOP, but is better suiting your driving style. However, BOP is track dependent, so a car that's great on one track may be not good on another track. So, you know, if you want to be perfectly fine with choosing the best possible car, is take your 3 favorites from your driving style, test them on every track, and then determine for you which one's best. And then bear in mind, whenever rain or something like that's hitting the track, this might go out the window again. So I'd just probably focus on what suits you best in terms of driving, where you feel like you can extract most of the pace. Cleaved Daimo, thank you very much for your subscription here on the YouTube channel. Much appreciating your support, guys. We're gonna call it a day. Sadly, not the way I wanted to improve this, but anyway, I blame the track. I'm pretty sure like a low 19 might have been possible, but in those conditions, that is probably the absolute maximum, and that doesn't. Well, that's not enough to improve, right? So we need to do this at some earlier point in the day, like 7 p.m. or something, when it's a bit more daylight and a bit more track temperature in it. Guys, say thank you so much for joining tonight. We're gonna have a raid over on Twitch, of course, and then we see each other. Yeah, eventually, actually on Monday. To be entirely honest with you, this particular thing again, or tomorrow with this in VR. Let's see what I'm up to. Anyway, guys, I say thank you so much for being here. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. See you. Bye bye.